Yes, people, back again. Me and my guy Vibes. How's this? Money Mace, you know. What you saying,
Money
bro?
Miss, yeah. Money Miss.
What you
7.
saying? What you saying?
MM7.
Maybach 7, yeah?
Maybach Mount. Actually, let me change my name.
Maybach Mount. Maybach Mount, people. What y'all saying? I hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm trying to be consistent. I know you man say, you ain't been serious for a long time. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Trying to keep it consistent. What you saying to my guy in the comment? Man, like, see, what you saying, see? Hope you're having a blessed day so far, bro. We'll be joined by a little guest in a little bit. I don't know, fam. You know, he's a guy that has to put his makeup on, and when I say that, you man should know who we talking about, fam. See, spoke about the makeup, fam. He's there. He's here. He's here. He's here. What are you saying, T?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I they feel like Declan Rice.
Bro, I don't know why that team don't get relegated. You know, we really don't need you, man, in the Prem, fam. You all of a sudden, you man, they're spending BAPs, you know, pissing me off, you know.
Bro, I've never seen my club move like this. This is usually you, man, signing the
it's not
best
looking good,
English
you know.
talent in and around the land, nicking them, and you know what, just making him yours. Sir Alex Ferguson days, Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael
you got to do
Carrick.
what you got to do, though. But can you, man, just stop buying people or something? Like, just relax, though.
Hey, I mean, nicking Timber off you as well.
I saw Timber been announced or something. I don't know if it's legit or whatever.
Yeah.
Rice. Who else, you man?
Havertz.
That's 200 already.
And these aren't really concrete. I broke the news to Vibes earlier. Apparently, Arsenal holding interest in Frankie de Jong as well.
Yeah,
You
this
get
guy's
sent in
funny,
for that,
you know.
fam, because
This
we
guy's
know that's
funny.
some super tingers, bro. We ain't having that one.
Yeah, it
That
doesn't
is
seem
super
from credible
tingers.
sources. Well,
Trying to
I
keep
said
it
that if he goes Arsenal, yeah, I'm not watching football again.
Bro, I said that about Valverde. Valverde goes to Liverpool. I ain't watching football no more, fam. Because
Yeah.
what is my club doing if that
I mean,
happens? Nah, I ain't watching football no more.
he's kind of racist still in it, so don't bother me.
South American something, yeah, they can't help it. They can't help it. But what are you saying, though, T? You good, yeah?
I'm on top of the world. How are you? How are you feeling? Because we spoke about the Mason Mount thing a lot.
I'm good. I'm cool with my guy, bro. Man, like Money Mace, fam. Number 7, I see people losing their minds. Oh, why are we giving number? Oh, shut up, man. Numbers don't mean shit no more in football like that, bro.
Yeah.
They don't, bro.
Really
We gave Michael Owen. We gave Owen number 7. I don't want to hear nothing, fam.
Valencia.
Well, he gave it up after he realized he's like, yeah, this is
the shirt.
But Michael Owen, man who came from Liverpool. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't want to hear it, bro.
Yeah, and then I was seeing a tweet, someone saying, "Oh, Real Madrid would never do this." I'm like, hang on, was it Mariano number 7 for the longest?
He's dead, fam. That brother is dead.
Yeah.
Dead. He is crap.
Numbers
but this is where Tariq loves to talk about with the goalkeepers here. United submit a bid for Onana. Almost 40 million. Me personally, I think we shouldn't go no more than 45. That should be top there because Inter need money. We shouldn't really bend over backwards to give them what they want. They need money, and they're in that situation where they should have to give in kind of way. Obviously, it's their player. They don't have to sell if they don't want to, but I think we kind of in a good position. We don't really need to. That 60 what they're talking about, we don't need to pay that.
Nah, I think you'll find a middle ground with that to 50 million. I know they're asking for 60, like you said, but I don't see that being the case. But I think if whatever you do pay for him, he'll be worth it. How many times I've been talking to you, man, in particular, Vibes, you as well, talking about David De Gea. You need to move on from him. And it looks like Man United are, and you're getting the best possible upgrade for me in Andre Onana. Yes, he has them moments which of madness, which, you know, unfortunately, a lot of black goalkeepers get tagged with as well for moving like that. But I feel like Onana is definitely one of the best ones in the world out there at shot stopping, and definitely the best with his feet. How confident he is, how he can make attacks from deep a lot of the time. That's something that Man United have lacked. You haven't seen that since Schmeichel, and football back then it was a lot more straightforward and route one. But Schmeichel's kicking was immense, and it helped Man United a lot in getting them out of pressurized situations. Teams press differently now, but Onana is press resistant. You're literally playing with another outfield player in midfield, in goal, like Ederson does for Man City. We've seen our teams try and press Ederson. How many times will he just ping it on a sixpence to Mahrez, who's able to control it?
Or you would be right on him, bro. He'll just turn on the goal line and just be like, bro, piss off, bro. You ain't getting this ball, fam.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, I'm like, yeah, he's doing a madness here. You need to relax, On the goal line, man's like, yeah, big man, you ain't getting this.
And you know what Edison says? He says, why am I going to feel scared when I feel... Why would I feel pressure when I've had a gun held to my head back in the favelas? That's what he says. He says, that's real pressure.
Yeah, so man's like, yo, you man ain't doing nothing to me here.
Mm.
But I understand all that and how football has changed and how it's going forward, and you have to have a goalkeeper to do these things. But I understand all out Onana. His shot stopping don't really light it up for me like that,
Really?
I see he's under no pressure. He don't care. He's calm with all that, but the shot stopping is a little dodgy for me,
He's got really good reactions when you think about it. He's very good in close distances. I remember in the final, he made a couple of good saves.
Yeah. He made some really good ones. There was one. Was it Grealish, bro? Somebody was really close, and he actually saved. I was like, that's good.
Foden, when he done that mad turn in the center of the park, and he spun like the Inter Milan defense, and he was 1v1. He looked like a certain goal, but then he was able to react and go down. He's very agile and got very good reflexes. But I think probably the stigma that goes with his shot stopping, because he's also letting a few clangers, which should have been.
Well, I mean, based on this season, we know what clangers look like. We've seen some of those. And there's no hate towards the hair, but we've seen some of those. Some.
Definitely.
We've seen some. It's the way that our fan base is just, they're going mad. We need Onana. I'm telling you, I don't want that to happen. But if we lose the Liverpool, Arsenal, City, let's say we lose like how we lose when we played them man this season, that 7 or that 6-2, or we lost a cup game and he's at fault. Oh my God. We know what we're going to start hearing. We know what we're going to start seeing. I just hope he could deal with that type of pressure.
Listen, I'm going to say we're going to hear certain animal noises from a certain section of people. That's all I'm going to say.
He's not
there
wrong.
might be a fruit. There might be a fruit thrown on the pitch. I'm not going to say what fruit. It's yellow.
Might be yellow. I don't know.
Unfortunately, that is the case with a lot of the time with our fellow brothers that are going to step on the pitch. But I think he'll deal with it fine. He's had pressure. Playing for Ajax is a pressured situation as well, guys. They're expected to win every single game in the Eredivisie. Yeah, of course, it's not the same level of competition that they have in the Premier League, but the pressure to win is still there. So he's going to be able to translate that to Man United. And yeah, the fans in the stadium, though, we have seen those issues with Pogba before, and Onana does have a personality which will rub people the wrong way.
Kind of out there.
Yeah, not your traditional type of player who's just going to be, tapping the badge type player. He's someone who's more laid back. And yeah, he doesn't take stuff either. So let me tell you that, because he's had a falling out with the Cameroon coach. He's not allowed to play for Cameroon again whilst Rigobert Song is
so
there.
That's why I'm like, man, like Song need to be there for a long while, because we don't have to worry about African Cup of Nations. He ain't going nowhere. I'm cool, man. Like Song need to stay there, fam. We cool. When what? City ain't gonna lose nobody, because Pep have an agenda against Pep when it comes to the African brothers.
Yeah, Pep's
Liverpool losing anyone. Who Liverpool ain't losing no more money. No more. Well, Salah. You man will lose who? Partey? Well, that's if you'll keep Partey this season.
We've replaced him now.
God, bro, the Prem is doing a madness, They ain't have no brothers from Africa in their teams.
Well, I mean, France took them all, innit?
Just like they took Realist. You know what I mean?
I left, fam. You see what's going on over there, fam? I had to leave, bro. I had to leave. The violence, the violence.
I'm glad you mentioned shot stopping, though, because I ain't seen much of Onana this season, but some clips I've seen, Not the racism, but you know how some fans move online. If he makes one of them clangers, yeah, he ain't looking good
Hey,
for
but
him.
you should be used to it though, as you said, with the hair.
No, I'll listen. With me, I'll keep the energy the same.
In the
If he
piss,
makes a
in
mistake,
the
yeah,
piss.
and we're just dead in a game, I ain't gonna blame him for it.
True. Yeah, but you're sensible. You guys are sensible United fans, though, who your opinions on a player isn't just based upon performances and how they've played for you in a short term period. If you like a player, you like a player based on what he can do, based on what his profile is, his character, for example, or you don't like a player, Harry Maguire, because of what he can't do and what his limited ability is, no matter what, based upon his performance. Because we've seen Harry Maguire
Proper
have good
limited.
performances. I remember his first
Proper
game.
limited.
I remember his first game against Chelsea. He was looking mad in that 4-0 win.
Chelsea didn't provide nothing that game either, though.
Yeah,
Let's be honest, they didn't provide nothing.
yeah,
And to this though, with the mounting, man did that hairstyle. You can see, look at him. His hairstyle is different now. So he did that interview time back. He made that video time back. So he's like, "Yo, Bun Chelsea fan."
Yeah.
I think the shirt looked good on him too. You know, you look like a proper United player.
The United shirt is fire though. It is a beautiful shirt this season, I think.
Well, I hope you're ready to buy like 6 more shirts this season for your club, fam. Because you know how you man just put shirts out every week, fam.
Adidas
Every week you'll have a new one.
Adidas love us, man. They used to be your boys, but now we've taken them.
I mean, we probably told them we don't like them no more.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
You're not making them that money no more. Glazers out and that. That's why all them protests.
Bro, that man need to leave. You know, yesterday you had me so gassed. I was like, yeah, no report. This bloody Tariq, you know.
I'm sorry, man. Here, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying.
But I need them to be gone, you know. I need them to be gone.
Yeah.
In your opinion, though, Tariq, I know what you're saying about Onana. I see there's probably other goalkeepers that are cheaper that could do this. You know. They might not be as comfortable on the ball as he is.
Yeah.
But there's goalkeepers out there that could do that and cheaper, probably younger as well. Because I'm still looking at the one that's going from Valencia to Bayern Munich.
Oh, Mamadashvili.
This brother is 6'6", you know.
Yeah.
And he's not a bad goalkeeper anyway.
This is my personal preference. I don't really like massive goalkeepers, you know, that field a goal, because I always feel like their agility is, and their reactions aren't as good. Tend to be. Yes, they fill out the goal and they have a presence. Like
what about Courtois though?
Courtois, he's a bit of a one of a kind. He's kind of special in that sense.
He's got big as hell, fam. That brother is 6'6", you know, and he's moving.
Yeah, but you know, Nick Pope, when you're wanting them to be a sweeper keeper, they don't have that quickness of feet to be able to get there and react and get outside of the box. As soon as you saw Nick Pope outside of the box for Newcastle, calamity. Liverpool game. In that, we've seen other examples. I remember when they played Arsenal, he was putting them in danger coming out of there, and that's what you're going to be wanting to do with Erik ten Hag now, is playing in that high line. And you don't really want a 6'6" goalkeeper who's not light of foot to go out there and be marked in deep spaces like that. Like I see Galaxy in a chat saying Pope is okay, not great for Newcastle, who generally defend deeper than what Man United will be wanting to do now. Man United have defended deeper because of the likes of De Gea, who can't sweep a keep, who's not very good at dealing with putting out fires out of the back, reading the game. We saw it against Sevilla. And for example, this is just one example, but how he wasn't able to manage that situation with just a simple ball over the top. And yeah, that's how the game is moving. That's what I see Erik ten Hag wanting to do and bring to Manchester United.
I hear you with that, but I'm trying to figure out like what type of salad this brother had to be so for. He said chicken salad, but brother, a salad ain't gonna do this type of effects to you, fam. What you put in this thing? I don't understand.
So just a salad dressing? You know what the salad dressing?
No, you see, I don't understand what people say this is our midfield, though. Let's be honest.
I prefer not to speak, Tariq.
Let's be honest. I don't understand how people think that because we have Bruno, Mount, and Casemiro, that means that we're gonna just be running all over and just be crazy. It's not that, you know. It's really not going to be that, you know. If you man watch football or understand the basics or the fundamentals of football or actually played at any level, fam, you understand what Mount is going to do, and it's not going to be that, you know. It's not going to just be rerunning all over the place like crazy people and losing possession. It's not going to be that. It really ain't, you know.
It's true. I feel he's going to be in the final third a lot more than you think. And Man United's build up of their attacks, keeping possession, breaking through the lines will come from Martinez, will come from Varane, will come from Onana if he does come through the door. Teams will have to settle differently, and because of how aggressive Mount and Fernandez are when they are in possession, that instantly forces teams back, doesn't it, realist, if you think about it? With Rashford's pace in behind, Man United always play with direct wingers or inside forwards. Anthony, sometimes he can look like a headless chicken, but he's very direct. He doesn't think about going backwards at all. He'll always try and go forward, which pushes them back, creates more space, and you to progress up the pitch and try and pin them back in their own half.
Big up Rich at Eagle Eye Football. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to Eagle Eye Football. So follow CM22 ENT. Go subscribe to these man and make sure you follow Tariq Talks and his whole Arsenal congregation over there. That man need to get relegated, you know. Just come out of the league, fam. No one needs you, man, bro. No one needs you, man, out there showing off, spending all your 200+ million so far.
Yeah, just listen. No more, just a light relegation, light.
I like 5 seasons, fam. Nothing bad.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not a long time. It's 5 years.
We're back now. We're just waiting on you now. We're just waiting on you.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 2-3 years.
If you remember when, like, beef earlier in this, when the sale thing was announced and they was talking about we won 50 plus 1% and the fans will get a percent. If our fans have any say over that club in terms of running it, we'll be in the panorama in like 5 years.
No,
bro.
we'd get liquidated in 2 years.
I'm telling you, because our fans don't know what they want, bro. They want Mbappe, Frankie de Jong, Chiesa, bro, all the best players, bro. They want all of them at the same time at the club, bro.
Is that Vibes' his transfer list you just reading out there?
I don't know who that de Jong guy is. Is it Luke? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Oh, Luke de Jong, that one.
Yeah, you're talking about that guy. Don't know. I don't know which pagan
about this tall people agenda.
Tall goalkeepers. I'm not a fan.
Goalkeepers he was talking about. Goalkeepers.
Yeah, hold on, bruv. Leave my guy alone. What do you mean he needs to go to jail? Big man.
Who needs to go to jail, fam?
What jail? Where?
Who needs to go to jail? Anthony needs to go to jail. Bro, Crab, don't you support Arsenal? What about your brother in midfield, the DM, fam? Why going for that, brother?
Oh.
I bet you relax. I bet you relax, Crab. I bet you relax. You might have to allow it, fam. Don't be throwing shots.
I forgot about that
glass
situation.
House, you know?
I did, not parties. I didn't forget about that one. I forgot about Anthony's.
Yeah, I find. You know what I think, yeah? I mean, I know this is getting sidetracked and we're going off here, but some of these things, yeah, just got swept under the carpet really easy, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you hear about it now, and because of the age we live in, social media and all that, you hear about it now and it blows up like a week. And after that week, you hear nothing about it, you don't see nothing about it, and it just that's it. It's just gone.
I hear what you mean, that it does happen. And with these cases, whilst they're ongoing, though, it's a bit of a problem. You've seen the split a certain #11 has caused in the fan base for you guys.
I like how you said #11, you know, that's a bit mad. I see they're talking about, well, obviously he's back in the squad and it's talking about getting him to play and all that, but I don't know how I feel about that. Me personally, yeah, he's young, he's an excited player. If you coming through and you can see all that, but brother, go play a football. Just not for my club. You can go play it anywhere you want, fam. I ain't got nothing against you. Me personally, I know about forgive and forget. I forgive you. Go somewhere else and do your thing, big man. You don't need to be around
I'll just forget you. I don't have to forgive you. I'll just forget you. I'm sure Bangladesh has a football league.
He wants to delete the guy, you know. This is mad, you know.
Listen, I don't have to forgive. I can forget. I could do the second part.
I just said forget him, you know. Don't speak about him no more.
Listen, just send him to Bangladesh, Zambia. I'm sure there are football pitches there, isn't it? So
I love how they're chatting about Love Island in the chat.
I don't have a clue about Love Island. I'm just lost here. What the hell is that for?
oh wait, Tariq, do you watch it? Because I was gonna say a comment, but if you watch
I
it,
used to, but I've not watched it in about 2 years.
yeah, Tariq's not zesty. You man, not Tariq.
What's the end game for what? We talking about Manchester United. You see,
Bro, big man, is this DC Marvel? Like,
you see what goes on here. Crab thinks that he said this is how I don't know if this is exactly what he said. We don't have like a playmaker in our team, so he thinks that we're just gonna be win the ball and go and score. The way football is being played right now, yeah, this is just my opinion, yeah. Football basically is played now on like two ways to me. It's either positional play or is pure chaos. So some teams get the balance, like Klopp is kind of like that balance because kind of like does some of the Guardiola thing with the positional play and kind of chaos at the same time.
Yeah.
Arteta does the positional thing as well. He does that. But you don't really need playmakers in today's day of football, you know. You don't really need them no more. It's more or less, if I have the ball, you want the ball, you have to come get the ball. And if we could break you down, we don't have to have a playmaker to break you down. We just need, if we position ourselves, we get by you.
You're right. Playmakers are different, aren't they, nowadays? You don't have
it's not like how it used to be where you have to they demand the ball. They just need it all the time. It's not that no more.
Dan, do you know, dropping in any position, having a free role like that. You do have playmakers still, but like a De Bruyne, a Trent for Liverpool, for Arsenal, Saka and Odegaard do a lot of our creativity, but the creativity comes from the system that you play, from the positional play, as you mentioned, where players already know where their teammates are. I remember in the All or Nothing documentary, Arteta said you should know where your players are with your eyes closed. Like that's how good, that's how much practice, that's how drilled it needs to be. You know where when you receive a ball in this position of the pitch, where your other teammate, your first and secondary teammates are, so you can do it without even looking up. Do you know what I mean? So the patterns of play are different. So it's a good point you've raised there.
Wait, going back to the last comment, what was it about number 11? I was listening to T, but I was reading. What did he say about number 11?
I said he splits the fan base. How much?
Oh no, the last comment really spoke. The guy said something like he's a dad. I don't care if he's a dad. Bro, what, you want your son growing up thinking you're punching your mum up? Yeah, I'm punching him. I don't care if he's a dad. He's a loser.
Yeah. Tariq, is this true, fam? Are you doing this?
No. At least I can confirm. That is not true. I can confirm.
Man said we need a tempo, man, bro. Football is not that way no more, crap. You don't need that, bro. You don't, bro. This is not FM. This is not Football Manager. You know, you really don't need. All right. You remember Andre Pirlo, as Tariq said, when AC Milan played or Juventus played, no matter what happened on the pitch, he knew where everyone was and he always had the ball. Well, he didn't even keep the ball. Once you pass the ball to him, he knew where you are already, so he hits it. You run. When we had Scholes, was Scholes our playmaker? Think about that team we had when we had Scholes coming on to the end of his career. Did we have a playmaker in that team? If we're really deep in it. We had Giggs, we had Ronaldo, Scholes, Carrick up front to strikers. Did we really have a playmaker in that team? You might say Scholes was a playmaker, but was he really the playmaker? Scholes just knew where everyone was on the pitch. So from the time he received the ball, he just gets it forward. I don't think we need a playmaker in terms of someone that's just going to slow the game down and dictate it. If you coach properly, you know when to slow the game down.
Yeah, it's true.
And when to speed it up, when to take advantage of the opponent's lapse in concentration. You know when to speed it up and slow it down. You don't need someone to literally do these things, I think, in the way football is played now. It's kind of past that now.
I do agree with you, but in a way, Crab is right to a certain extent, because what was Eric Ten Hag's main man that he wanted last summer in the midfield is a Frankie de Jong, who is going to be setting the tempo more.
Yeah, but wasn't he more like someone just to link though from defense? Because remember when he said de Jong, did we have Martinez? I didn't think we had Martinez yet, so he wanted someone to link to get us to go forward. He didn't really want someone to like. You get what I'm saying? Because it was more or less link and drive the ball forward. It's not to play make.
Yeah.
And if you look at De Jong, does De Jong?
He's not a playmaker like that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not really like that.
Yeah, I get you.
Bro, this man really talking about Love Island.
Oh, similar.
I don't have a clue about this
I know
Love
where he's
Island
at.
thing, yeah?
I know he's out of that. I see the clips on Twitter. I promise you haven't been watching it. The reason why, guys, I know bath time. Why I do know a bit about Love Island this season. I went to uni with one of them.
Someone who's on the show right now.
Yeah. He was on my course. He was on my
course.
course.
Going with Love Island's people, yeah?
Yeah, we used to go on nights out together, and I didn't even know he was going in there because they have to keep it quiet, don't they? But it was a shock.
Bro, I just explained it to you. I understand what Pep has and how Pep plays, but we don't need it really per se, and we have people that could do that though. Not because the person doesn't get De Bruyne numbers, don't mean they're a playmaker and they can't do it. You can do it. Bruno Fernandes, when we played Bruno deeper last season, that was the best version of him I've seen. I don't particularly like him when he plays high up the pitch because everyone likes him there when he's getting the GA. But when he played deeper, he was more disciplined and he knew when to hit the ball long, when to pass the ball, and when to progress with the ball instead of just doing madness up front. I think that was the best version of Bruno to me. So I think we have the player that could do that tempo you're talking about. It's just about discipline and coaching these players and getting them to know, yo, I don't need you to be doing this bullshit, fam. I need you to relax sometimes. Just calm the game down. Don't get erratic and start doing madness. Just relax. That's why you have a coach on the sideline there. He can tell you, slow down, relax, or pick the tempo up or something. No team plays at the 100 miles per hour the entire game. By 45 minutes, you're going to be dead, fam. This ain't basketball. You can't do that at all time. Just keep running. No, players don't do that.
Yeah. There is pausa as well, though. You know, when you got players who do the La Pausa thing, where they slow it down.
But what is with the Love Island thing, fam? What's going on, bro?
De Jong is very good at doing that, in slowing it down to create more space. You know, Brighton, who's set that perfectly. De Zerbi's probably the best coach at. Do you know when you see the Brighton centre backs? Remember watching the FA Cup semi-final reels, and they would just put their foot on the ball and wait for you to press them, and then as soon as you press, they play it through your press and then attack that through the wings. That's why I guess if Crab means like that in terms of tempo, that's what Frankie can do because he can pass it through that third phase. I can see Bath Time mentioned that in there as well. He can do it in a third phase. He drops deep a lot. He under Eric Ten Hag, he was playing at centre back. Do you remember them days when they was playing at centre back when they were in that Champions League run? So he could.
I remember him playing for Barcelona as well under Koeman.
Yeah, yes, there you go. He drive from there. He's been like a third centre back who has a free role, just so that he can progress the ball with his passing.
More like. Remember? Well, this is mad for me to say if you remember this, yeah, but I'm sure you see the videos of this. You remember Mateus?
Mateus.
Like the sweeper role, you just come back and get the ball and you go with it, like something like that.
Yeah, exactly that.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying there. We have players addicted to hitting the long Hollywood ball, but isn't that not where coaching comes in?
Yeah,
isn't that not where coaching comes in and let you know? Well,
there's only so much coaching you can do with them at McTominay, though, innit?
No, not that guy. Not that guy. We talk about the first teamers, the key players, not that guy. Because I think Bruno game, I'm not the biggest fan of Bruno. That ain't my guy. No, that's vibes and them there. But I think last season, when he played deeper, he was a better version of a footballer. He was more disciplined and he was choosing when to do certain things. He wasn't just being erratic and doing crazy stuff. It was more something you could get with then. I understand how certain teams play. They have a slow build-up, and then when they get to the final third, freestyle, do what you want up there. I understand that. But I think we could do that, though.
True, but you need the profiles to do that too. I still feel like you're lacking that in that first phase. No, actually, I lie. I'm telling, because Martinez is very good at that first phase. He's elite at that. One of the best, I think. And we haven't seen the best of him doing that in the first phase because of the profiles that he's had in and around him, the goalkeeper, the midfielders in front of him. Now he's going to have a Mason Mount who's excellent on the half turn, by the way, who he can play those forward aggressive passes to, and Mason Mount will spin on a sixpence and he's ready to go, striving at the heart of your opposition's defense, which is what Bruno Fernandes is very good at doing too, being on a half turn, aware of his surroundings. It's going to be interesting. It is.
See, I think, right. So we have Casemiro, right?
Yeah.
I think Casemiro will benefit a bit with Mount being here now. Now, hear me out here, people, before you all jump on my neck to this. Martinez could progress the ball. We know he could do this, and we know he can pick a pass proper. So with him stepping up, Casemiro slides across into his position. Mason Mount will cover that ground. It's just for, remember, we ain't not going to think that Martinez is going to come all the way up the pitch in the final third. He ain't going to do that. But just for that first phase there, he could come in there and Casemiro could slide across. Mason Mount will be right there. We have that cover, you know, and then Bruno and these, man. I mean, Bruno is not the best at what you want in the final third, for me particularly. But I could see that working. I could see it working. Or
Bruno...
Luke Shaw tucks in, and Casemiro still stays in midfield.
Yeah, it's true. Bruno is someone you want in and around zone 14, so in and around the edge of the box. That's the person that you want there.
More or less shoot it. I don't want him passing too much there.
No, but he's not a bad passer he's a good passer from deep in the transition. Not when you're trying to build up. I don't think if you're coming up against a rest defense. Base like when you've got teams set up in their two banks of four ready to try and defend West Ham style. When you played West Ham this season in the first game when you beat them 1-0, it was a great goal, great ball from Eriksen in that right half space into Rashford, but then you struggled a lot after that, didn't you, to break them down, and they had more joy hitting you on the counter attack. And in the second game, that's where you really struggled, and Rice was brilliant. Bowen was on fire, and he's I'm not going to sing the rest. But Mikel Antonio up top. This is where Man United now need to learn how to deal with those scenarios. A lot you experienced them a lot away from home, didn't you? That was the issue with your away form.
Yeah, home form was good, but the scoring, bro, we lack the scoring.
Yeah,
and it's not that we lack scoring based on we wasn't creating. I mean, obviously it wasn't like clear cut chances, but we was creating something, but we just didn't have that finishing up there because if you look at most of how our goals come, it's not from being like we have a proper striker and it's just a good finish. It's more or less some individual something take place and we just so that's why I think a striker is. Bro, we need a striker. Need a striker. I don't know how to stress on this no more, but we need a striker.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going mad. We want Osimhen.
That is when you're coming up against a low block. That's what you need, because it is quite. You only have really Rashford, who's only recently probably added that into his game since Erik ten Hag came in, to be able to work in those and find spaces, add more headed goals using that, keeping his eyes open when he's heading the ball too. Yeah. Vibes says someone signed to Amy. Exactly.
Yeah, vibes.
Listen, that ain't me, by the way.
Vibes is onto that one. He been on that one there, that Taremi thing. He been on that.
Listen, that is not me. It's a different guy, different picture. He's been putting some much shit in the comments. It ain't me. I ain't got the facilities to do that.
Go on.
No, I was just responding to bath time in this here. Is that really what Erik ten Hag wants, though? A lot of the time. He's not. Pep Guardiola is someone that will have high volume passing at different paces in those areas, but the intensity that Erik ten Hag has is quite high, and it doesn't really have different paces in and around. That's the question. Everyone's philosophy is different. That Eric Ten Hag plays like a traditional, more similar to a traditional Man United style, very fast. You know, when you had Alex Ferguson, it was direct, straight, attack. He's hearing that a lot. Yeah.
See, people think he's just people think he's like Onana Barca, innit? That's the problem.
He's not that though. Yeah,
that's why a lot of people imagine when they think that he was around Pep and all this, so we're gonna get this. I don't know how to let them know that it really ain't that, you know.
Like I watched him in the Champions League, and what I noticed a lot, I didn't watch him in that league because I ain't got time for that. They were winning the ball a lot in the final third, and I think that's another reason he bought Mason Mount. But I know people. I don't know if they got it from like. I'm not even trying to be that guy comps or whatever. They just think he's like another Pep, basically.
Yeah.
It's you see this here, right? What you say? Sorry, Jake. You see this? What you saying here? Yeah. I understand this, and I agree with this because this sends me mad sometimes because you can see that we really do this need to just be hitting it over the top, and that sends me mad, fam. You see that where as soon as we get the ball, we just look for Rashford and just over the top, and that's it. But to me, that's not football, fam. That is just horrible. I hate seeing that, and that's what we were talking about with our goals. Most of our goals, that's where it comes from. Is just we get the ball and just look over the top for Rashford, and if he don't score, well, yeah, the struggle continues.
But that's why I think it all goes back to your goalkeeper. That's why. It's because when they don't have the confidence to be able to play through the lines in that first phase that they've got there.
Yeah, I feel you with that. I feel you. I just think we need. I know you man talking about someone to dictate tempo, but me personally think the main thing we need striker, a goalkeeper. You might not say no. You might say no to this one there. A centre back, fam. We need one, bro.
Listen, Taremi, 20 million. I'm just saying.
You just said that wasn't you, though.
No, I'm saying it now.
Oh.
Listen, I take him as a backup. He's not a bad player.
Yeah, but when you say backup, to who?
If we get Hoyland or probably just him in it because Taremi.
See what I'm talking about, because we don't have the backup thing yet. We don't even have the main one because AM Physio over there is never fit.
Oh yeah, like we said, the forgive and forget. I forgot about that guy already. So
he's really not having that, you know. He's really not having it. What is this? Is someone your residence situations? I know what you're talking about with that. I know what you're talking about with that. What about in the second phase? You see, I don't think none of us could really say we understand Ten Hag, you know, because Ten Hag just goes from one way to another way. I think we might still be playing that 4-2-3-1, but he might tweak it a bit in certain games, because there were some games I looked and Luke Shaw was tucking in a lot, you know. He was tucking in a lot, and then there's other games where Luke Shaw was being the more offensive fallback, and Dallo was tucking in, but in midfield instead of tucking in the defense area. So he's making little tweaks to it.
Listen, he found out in the first two games real quick that this league's different.
I think he came in a little too cocky when he came in. He was like, yo, we could, but big man,
I don't know if he was cocky. I just think he didn't realize like how difficult the league is.
Yeah, this is more or less what Tariq was talking about here, when he said here with Serbia and them, how they was playing. They will stop the ball and let you come to them, bro. As soon as you come to them, they're gone, fam. They're gone. They're passing straight through you. Crab said he wanted the link. I don't know why he wanted. That's the link that anyone wanted the link. That's the link to jump on. It's hard to know. I mean, the hair is not here no more. Y'all can allow him, fam. Ease him up now, you know. Ease him up now, fam. He's not here no more. For the hair, fam.
Yeah, leave him alone.
I understand you here, but that's what I was talking about. And me and Trick was saying the same thing. When it comes to our goals, they were mostly coming from that though, over the top. That over the top thing. It's so limited. Teams know how to play against that. Teams know how to play against that now. If you play the low block against us, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because that's not going to work. That over the top is not going to work.
I think Mount adds something else though when up against a low black team. I think he does help as well.
I think he helps in terms that he could drift out wide. So if the winger come in, he could go out right there. So we could cause him a little overload something to get the pull players out of positions. We could get all that, but
it's his intelligence of movement and being aware of space. So his intelligence to know where the space is at and his movement in and around. You know, he's like a midfield version of a Cavani in that sense. He's very good at sensing where the spaces are at. That's why Thomas Tuchel loved him so much and playing him in off of that right wing-ish position. He weren't playing as a right winger, but coming off the inside there in between those lines. If you've got someone. Now, the real question, I was looking at Casemiro's forward passes yesterday. He actually made some of the most forward passes out of a defensive midfielder in the league.
You wanted to see his forward passes? Me and Vibes was looking at that a little bit ago.
He's got some of the most in his position. So it'll be interesting. He's not always accurate with it. That's the thing with Casemiro. He's not
neither here or there. Neither here or there.
But he will look for it. And Mason Mount being like a Bruno on that other side of the midfield, that will help against those teams who want to sit at the low block.
This you're speaking about here, Tariq.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Look at that compared to the top defensive midfielders in the league right now.
Yeah.
Forward passes.
And when you look at this here, right, who would you really want in your team? Ooh. And I'm not just talking about based on the green bars you see. Who would you really want in your team?
You see, this is hard, right? Because with different systems. He's played in a different style to how all these other four teams have played, completely different. So it's hard to really look at Declan Rice's data like that. Whereas the others, similarities. Man United's is more different to, and Arsenal's and City and Brighton's is more similar, I'd say. And then because Man United,
you have to put into consideration Salcedo played right back for some games as well.
Yeah, true. True.
Because they have him down here played 37 games and he played right back for some of those games as well.
So, yeah, it's harder to use the data. But Man United with Rice, I'd say, definitely. But Casemiro, forward, aggressive passes. That's what you want, man, for your midfielders.
I know who I'd take as well. Can't lie. This is the question here, though. Well, since Crab is here, you might could answer that, both of you all there. Me and Vibes will get the United part. Me personally, I think we need a striker. I don't want to be greedy and say we need two strikers. Obviously, we need two, but because Marshy, forget that guy. We need a striker. We need a defender, a goalkeeper. I'll take one more midfielder. So 4 more players to me. 4 players. And they don't have to be no world-class players or anything like that, but I think we need 4. The striker part, yeah. We need someone. We need a proper bagsman. Proper.
2 strikers, 2 midfielders. Defender and keeper. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but yeah, that's what I think we need.
How about you, Arsenal man, Mr. Big money spenders over there?
I want to hear what Crab's saying. Big up my bro.
Big up people. I can't stay for long, innit?
Your audio, fam. Your audio, madness. What's on for that, fam?
Oh, my bad.
My bad, I'm disciplined, fam.
Yeah, that might be better.
All right, underwater guy, go ahead. So how much players you all need still, Crab? Don't tell me a whole 11, you know.
You don't need a playmaker in it. Nah, I'm messing. I agree with what you were saying though. How many do we need or how many do United need?
You man, how much you man need?
If the 3 that we've seen already, I still think we need. I think we need 1 or 2. I think we need another midfielder, and I think I would have loved a goal scorer, but I just don't see who fits that role. I mean, we got Balogun. I'd be up for giving him a chance. Then, if that's the case, then I think we need another centre back. The problem is, I was talking about this on the podcast on Monday. If we sign Rice, Havertz, and Timber, and we sell Xhaka, Partey, and Holding, Forget about Holden, actually. That doesn't even... Just let's say we sold Xhaka and Partey and we signed Rice, Havertz and Timber.
Mm.
Can you comfortably say Arsenal have improved their squad?
No.
Because Granit Xhaka, for all of his faults last season, he was outstanding. He's a better number 8 than Havertz. Like, let's not pretend that Havertz is not as bad as people make out, but Granit Xhaka is a better number 8 than Havertz. And Thomas Partey and Rice, you can make an argument. Last season, you know for a fact Arsenal fans wouldn't have accepted that Rice is better than Partey last season.
One thing I want to ask you though, Crab, where is most Arsenal fans getting this number 8 thing from Kai Havertz though?
That one is so confusing. I think there's a bit of them clutching at straws. Obviously, the club have put out a statement saying Arteta wants to play midfield. There's stats to back it up, but you don't need stats. We've all seen Havertz has been there for 3 years. He's played a multitude of positions at Chelsea. Like this whole thing with he's not a striker. Yeah, he's not a striker, but Thomas Tuchel had him playing in the number 10 for a very good chunk of that season. Probably the best that they got out of Havertz, but it wasn't enough. That whole Champions League thing, Havertz was not one of the key players in that Champions League. Yes, he got the goal in the final, but throughout that period, what Chelsea did to Real Madrid was because of Kante, Thiago Silva, it was all their defense. Reece James, they destroyed teams because defensively you couldn't break Chelsea down, and they were just quicker and fitter than everyone else. Mason Mount was actually quite important in those games as well. So this Havertz thing, I'm not sure, but I think if we're selling Xhaka and Partey, which it looks like we are, I think we need another midfielder. I would have loved to got Caicedo and Rice. I do like Lavia, but I would have loved to got Caicedo and Rice. I think that's a real statement of intent. And but don't get twisted, I really rate Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice is a brilliant sign. I don't even care about the money. That's a brilliant sign for me. But a lot of Arsenal fans, I think, Tariq will agree, we all envisaged Declan Rice coming in and playing alongside the current midfielders that we had, or not. You know, losing both of them, I think it's a big risk.
It is.
It's a big risk.
Definitely.
So I think another midfielder.
So so Declan Rice comes in. Let's just say Partey goes. Declan Rice comes in. Who plays next to him in that double pivot?
I don't think there will be a double pivot.
So you're going to single DM now.
If the person who plays next to him is Zinchenko, but it's not in a double pivot type way. Arsenal kind of set up in a 2-3 or a 3-2 sometimes in possession. Sometimes Ben White is in there, you know, in the 3 with Ben White.
No, I'm just talking about in terms. I understand what you mean. I'm talking about you talking about when they're playing. I'm talking about formation wise, where you know how it looks on paper. Who would be that player because they all play a 4-2-3-1, right?
More of a
4-3-3, I'd say
4-3-3 more of that, but it
can't. So more or less a single.
You'll
You'll have a single DM then. So Rice will be a single.
Which is kind of what we had last season. The thing is though, I don't see how we let Zinchenko roam without Xhaka. I don't see how you let Zinchenko play his game with Kai Havertz responsible to cover, unless you do. It's got to be the Pep thing. He's got to be copying the Pep thing, and he has Rice just drop in as a centre back.
But this with Xhaka though, you were seeing him a lot more.
He was bombing forward, yeah. 100%.
And that's where I think you'll see Kai Havertz. That's where Kai Havertz will get into it. And he's not an 8 per se. Like, it's hard to put these labels on players when it's just more about what positions they are in and on the pitch. Arsenal have like a 5 in the attack. Remember it, like Martinelli stretching the pitch out on the left, Saka stretching it out on the right, Ødegaard in that half space, Xhaka in the other half space, and Jesus just roaming in and around wherever he wants to go, because he's got that license to do so.
It's gonna be the Pep thing, isn't it? It's gonna be when we have the ball.
Yeah.
It will be is it Declan Rice? It will be you'll have a back 3 of Saliba, Gabriel and Ben White / Timber, and then you'll have Rice and Zinchenko in that too, and then that gives Havertz and Ødegaard the license going forward. So I think I generally think we're just going to try and put our own spin on this Pep system, because that seems to be. I mean, even once Klopp started doing that, I was like, yeah, this is where football's going now. We're going to this hybrid back 3 system.
I mean, the question was more or less how much players you'll need to do it. Not
no, I was going to say, I think if they get Lavia, it's a downgrade. I'm not saying he's not good, but I don't see it yet, you know, and he's only 19.
It's a downgrade in experience, definitely. Yeah.
I think on quality as well at the moment.
So you all need what, 2-3 players? How much?
I'm unsure on the quality part, but if we want someone, for the big games, when you're talking Man City away and that, you're gonna have more faith in,
No, I think if you kept Party for another year and bought Lavia, then it's different for me.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I still want. I'm still holding on to that Caicedo dream. But I agree with Crab. We need another midfielder. And if I was to say, I actually want two. I still want a fullback.
God, I've just seen someone in the comment.
So you want two players, or you just want?
Yeah.
Or you just want?
No, really, just put that
one
comment. One second,
yeah, I'm getting to that one. I know you're talking about vibes. So
Wallahi, listen, it's Wednesday afternoon. Don't smoke crack at this time.
Brother, let's say with Rich here, we get into that one there, vibes. With Rich here, Rich, I don't know what Decor realized. I think because of how Human played and Human was under pressure so much, Decor numbers might be a bit different. Just because, compared to the DMs he was talking about, where does Decor realize? I think because Human was under so much pressure, his numbers might be a bit mad. It might be a bit bad. But you see this comment here.
Yeah, brother, listen. It's Wednesday afternoon. Please don't be doing cocaine or crack.
This Wings obsession, fam. This Wings obsession is a bit mad,
Listen,
you need to
bro,
drop
about time.
this.
Listen, we're religious men here. We fear the devil. Don't say shit like that. Man said Harry Wings.
Bro, I don't understand this Wings thing, bro.
Bro, he could have played for Spurs, and they had.
I don't get it, fam.
Bro, they just all fancy him. It's another one of those. They all fancy him, and he was just the England midfielder, which he was filling that void that everyone had for someone who could actually play a pass in midfield for England.
This guy said, ask Modric and Kroos how they go against Wings. Do you think Modric knows who that guy is?
Get this Wings nonsense, fam.
Modric will slap him with his medals. Oh my god.
Man
bro, who's Wings chatting to now in the championship? Jimmy Bullard's son or something. Don't talk about Modric. No, don't. Brother, wallahi, please drop the crap now, please.
Wild, fam. Now you can't
please.
Say Wings,
Listen, I'm not an expert, but just please stop smoking crack. It'll help you. Ask Frank, AA meetings, I don't know.
Man said there's a waste for Rice playing him in a 3-2 rest defense. Zinchenko is. I
don't think Arteta sees it that way. I definitely don't think Arteta does. I think Arteta sees a lot of untapped potential with Declan Rice that is only been limited with David Moyes and Gareth Southgate.
I agree. I think even in that back three, I don't think he's limited because look what Rodri and Stones were doing last season. They were playing in that. Rodri was popping up everywhere on the pitch. You can play in that back three system and still have the license if you're disciplined enough and you're a good decision maker. Declan Rice is a very intelligent footballer, so I don't think having him as the cover is going to limit his ability to go forward. Because we all saw it for West Ham for years. The guy is a ball progressor.
Jesus Christ, man. Sorry, bro. I just read this. Oh my god.
No, he's trolling him.
The power of trash.
He loves Wings, bro. And
the best midfield performances is this in your career mode or? This guy said the best since Ronaldinho. Brother, listen, I'm pleading with you. I don't know you personally. Just please stop smoking or sniffing or... Bro, I don't know what you're doing. Just stop it. Injecting, I don't know at this point. Heroin.
The best performance in the Bernabeu. Didn't Aubameyang score a hat-trick at the Bernabeu last season?
Brother, Harry Winks is so sick, yeah, that Spurs said, you know what? You're going championship this season. Permanent transfer. Bro, Madrid fans probably thought he was a valet or something when he was on the pitch. Probably thought he was a security guard.
Bro, I don't understand this obsession with Winks and McTominay, bro. I really don't, fam. I get what you say.
It's a weird one.
One is physical. One is... I don't choose...
The thing is, I actually think McTominay could do a job for a lot of teams in the Prem. I think Winks is just an average player, but I think McTominay, used right, I think the guy has definitely got ability in the right system. I think a lot of teams in the Prem could use a player like that. Bro, someone like that. We'd be looking at him like he's a competent midfielder.
No, I don't know about that. That would a bit mad.
I'm not with bath time on how and the performances at the Bernabeu like that. I think Weeks. I do think Weeks has decent. He's a decent player, and if he wasn't at Spurs, he would have. I think he could have had a better career. But
I got bounced by the way.
How many Spurs?
Take care.
We got Crab, man. Right, love, man. Hey, what we winning league? Win the league.
No.
No,
Oh,
we're
no,
we're the
let him
champs,
say it.
bro. We're getting the
Yes.
Champions League. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, no, really? Let him tweet it.
Oh
Crab,
no,
one more
Tariq, you
thing.
made me say it.
One more thing.
Tariq,
before
y'all
you
ain't winning
go.
shit, fam. He just
No,
judged you
listen,
right there.
I
No,
didn't
I
ask
didn't
Crab a
tweet it.
question.
I'm not tweeting it.
I've been waiting to see you, Crab. Yeah, for this. What was your thoughts on Erdegaard last season?
Ooh,
Yeah,
don't
no,
worry.
Odegaard. But I had him in top 3 players in the season.
No, wait,
Actually-
hold
My
on, Tariq. Because I speak to him more than you. Wait, hold on. You had a where, Crab?
Bro, if you watched the podcast, you would have seen where I put him in the top 10.
No. I know what you tell us in the
Go
Discord.
anywhere.
But
Don't
no,
go anywhere.
I'm not gonna make shit up. I said to you, I got the same energy. I said to you, he disappears in the big games. That's exactly what I said to you.
Oh, wait,
That's
Crab,
what I said.
before you go.
My only problem with Odegaard is he disappears in the big games.
And what did
Crab,
he call
before you go, I have to ask you an important question.
What?
I've heard from you can call him a reliable source if you want, man like Fluers. That I think it was Lee Gunnar or Flu was one of them said, apparently AFTV are looking for dancers because they're going to make a Declan Rice video.
Nah.
Bro, they're making a Top Boy video.
No, apparently
No, come on,
AFTV are going to do
love
a
it,
Vanilla
fam.
Ice song before
Oh,
Declan
because they
Rice.
got Ashley Waters.
No, they got Ashley Waters on it. They're doing the Top Boy
no,
thing. Anyway,
you know-
I got bounced by
you
you,
know-
and I'll catch you.
Tariq, you know,
big
they
up
did the
Crab,
Thomas
man.
Party song. Apparently, they're going to do another Thomas Party song before Declan Rice. Apparently.
Oh, the girls except for glasses. I give him that, but this is man like Crabby. I know what Crab's done, you know. He had some mad agendas, you know.
Yo,
Start
when
of
I
the
first
season,
met
he
Crab,
was good. Then he was he's shit. He stinks. Top 3. Get out of here,
But you
Crab.
see how he
when
tried
I
to finesse
first-
it, yeah?
Now, when I first met Crab, he hated Erdegaard. So that's why I had to ask him that question. I thought, well, he's just thinking of the United game. That's why bath time is.
Tariq, this brother thought you were going to win the league because Robbie gassed him up.
He actually said he said AFTV is the fault why he believed and now he's disappointed. You know, I'm like, bro, you actually let that man
I'm telling you,
lose.
since he tweeted on April the 1st, yeah, saying, I
Y'all
see
ain't
you at the
winning.
trophy parade.
Y'all didn't win a game after the last game, bro. That's how messed up that guy tweets are, fam. When he tweets, you know, United trade. That's Crab, fam.
Well, Tariq, when you beat Chelsea 3-0,
Yeah.
at 3-0, yeah, he said, I want to see more goals. He didn't do anything after that.
Oh, man. Hey, Mandem, I've got to run anyway.
Yo, big up Tariq. I appreciate you coming
it.
on. People, make sure you go subscribe and follow Tariq Talks on YouTube and all socials. He's an Arsenal fan, but we still have to love him, fam.
Yeah, he was
Big up,
appreciate
bro.
it, man. It was great. Always love chatting ball with you, realist, bro.
My
Seriously.
guy.
And then Vibes, my brother, always giving me the vibes. And I agree with you on your opinions on Money Mace as well, bro. And
Well, I thought you were going to agree about someone being a crackhead or...
yeah, the Harry Winks thing.
No, that's
Nah, but half time, big up yourself as well. The defo, another tactical in here. And now big up everyone, bless up everyone in the chat as well.
This guy, what's with the Love Island thing, bro?
It's Zach from Love Island, that's the one. Yeah,
is Love Island like a big show in England or something? What's going on?
It's massive. It's
Yeah,
massive.
I mean, a lot of people watch it, you know, and people you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Watch it.
All right, big up, T. Be safe, bro.
Take care, man.
All right. So,
Really,
so
you know,
I'll save
like...
these comments here for you here, Vibes, when you dipped a little bit, yeah.
All right.
Man wants to know this, fam.
He needs rehabilitation and chance to shine. Listen, I'm not judging him forever, and I'm not saying he can't have a career, but just not at my club. Like, it doesn't have to be ours. He's not really had any punishment anyway. And I'm not saying you can't get a second chance in life. It's just go somewhere else, start new, because what people don't also understand is, you know, the amount of abuse he's gonna get in stadiums here weekly. Like, that could actually do something to him. I'm not saying he's gonna go on a madness, but it could affect him properly, because week in, week out, you know, they're gonna call him all sorts of names. Obviously, I don't want to say on your channel just for monetization, but they're gonna call him so many things.
We're way away from that. You can say what you want, fam.
They're gonna call him rapist. She said no, woman beater. Think about it. Just in the stands here, while you're standing there, just a full stadium chanting that at you. And look, he's only 20, so it's gonna get to him, isn't it?
I know this is a mad question, but there's one guy that keeps wanting to know where we're gonna finish. Bad time. Where you think United finish next season? You know who that is, Vibes. Who always wants to know where predictions here. Where do you think United going to finish next season, based on how their transfer window is going and their potential targets? Where do you think they're going to finish?
Are we asking me that one?
No. Ask back time that one.
All right, that's good.
You're not confident, yeah? Man,
See, Galaxy, this is like I'm not. I don't hate him. Like I don't want him to be harmed. I'm just saying, like, if he continues in England, especially, it's just not going to be good for him.
we finished 5th, yeah. City winning again. All right, hear me out here, people. You might say, this guy might be doing crack, but hear me out here. I personally think City win the league again. And here why, yeah. Pep is a pervert, fam. Don't get me wrong, don't take this out of context. He's a football pervert.
No, he is.
This guy will want to go and win the Invincible, He'll want to go Invincible. I'm seeing this. This guy wants to go Invincible, bro.
No, there's another one. He'll want to be the first one to have 4 in a row as well. But think about it. Like, no one's done that. He's probably thinking, look, I've got the treble already. I've cleaned up everywhere. Let me get 4 in a row. And then after that, he might just be like, you know what? I've done everything I can. I'll move on. But I really think he wants that 4 in a row. Because I've seen people say their squad won't be motivated. I'm like, he gets them to a different level, this guy.
Oh, you disagree with him, yeah? Hold on. I'll show you something. Don't worry. Don't worry. Where is it? Go on, guys. Go on. I need to just show unpacks on something.
No, we're just saying that I know people said they've done the treble, they won't be as hungry, but Pep don't care. He'd probably have moved on by now. They're getting I'm just gonna call him Guava from RB Leipzig. They're definitely gonna get another midfielder. And obviously the robots are there. Oh, this way, yeah.
What about that coming there, Paxton? What about that coming there? I can't just What about that coming there, Paxton? That's bad time. Finest work right there. This one right here. That's his finest work. I see what you're saying here, bad time, but I don't know. Ten Hag probably cooking up something differently. Hopefully, we can see some type of pattern in preseason to see what direction he's going. Hopefully, because I think we play Leeds on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we play Leeds, I think. So hopefully we see. Well, obviously, we won't really see nothing there, but hopefully we can see a little something. Even though that's preseason is not really nothing to work on and say, but hopefully we can see something. I'm saying joining the security battle, but he has a good eye sometimes. Because they man are saying we will finish 5th to 6th. And that's basically where we said we was going to finish last season. I said 5th to 6th.
I'm not saying it's just to get a spot. Does a 5th get a Champions League anyway next season?
5th don't really get Champions League, but it's based on coefficients and all that type of stuff for the new Champions League stuff. So, yeah.
Yes, and there's a chance. But yeah, I think depending on what else we do, I think Liverpool, if they get a defensive midfielder, I'd probably say they're gonna get top 4. I don't know. I've got obviously not good feeling because I don't support them, but I think Poch is gonna do really well at Chelsea next season. And obviously you got Arsenal, City, Newcastle. I know I said this last season, but I don't think they're gonna get top 4.
I think it might be a lot for them to deal with the Champions League and all that. So I don't know. But this year, what you're saying here you could you see when it comes to Ten Hag, you can never tell what he's actually really gonna do. It's kind of mad though. So I don't know, bro. I just don't know. You have to watch, and not any 2 games is not ever the same. So you just have to watch and try to figure it out, bro. What I saw last season.
Yeah, see what Galaxy said about Newcastle. It was mainly 1 game a season, and I know I did expect them top 4, but they just about stumbled in the end.
City. All right, this is your lineup here: City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham. You still think Tottenham gonna finish up there? I think that'd have been Newcastle's spot, because I don't know. Tottenham, Tottenham needs stuff to be able to compete.
I can't lie.
I think they need stuff to compete.
If Arsenal finish third, I can see a lot of their fans saying Arteta out of them. Because it's not just the money spent, obviously, the season they had, and then if they just drop off to third after what they added.
Big up over the line. What are you saying, bro? Hope you're doing well. Eddie. Yeah, I won't bring that up. We vibes. You know who this is, right? I won't bring it up.
Boo!
Big up, brush. No, but you know who this guy is, right, vibes? You know who this is.
Oh, hey, yeah. I know.
I hope he didn't do it. I really hope he didn't do it. I really hope he didn't do it. Seeing where we finished and all that.
You probably would have said somewhere in it.
I mean, they don't have European football, so it's just basically Tottenham, just the league. Obviously, we know they ain't going to win the league. But I think they need so much to do. They need like defense, they need midfielders, and the Kane situation is still unresolved, bro, so no one knows, fam. Thank God, fam. He didn't do it. Thank God. That's all we needed to hear, fam. He didn't do it.
Nah, Maddison was someone they were desperate for. They needed someone like him.
They needed a playmaker for time, but the thing is now, you have a playmaker, and the rest of people, the rest of people in midfield is more or less, aside from Bentancur, they all are like DMs. If that makes sense. They have no one else that could really, no one could back Maddison up in case he gets injured, and no one backs Bentancur up. It's just like DMs in midfield.
Oh, yeah, no, because it's players from Conte and Josie, and we know how they roll.
So it's not like they have anything special going on, but probably I'll be surprised to see Tottenham do a madness. If they do a madness, I'll be mad.
But you know what? Everything I've read of that manager, it sounds kind of exciting for them. Like the possible rebuild they could have.
Yeah. People, well, this show wasn't to be long. We spoke about Onana in the beginning. Mason Mount with all the fans going crazy, losing their man because he got number 7. Fam, we gave Michael Owen number 7. I don't want to hear nothing, fam. I don't want to hear nothing. If you're new to the channel, obviously come back after the stream is not live. The comments will be there. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Yo, tell us if you agree or disagree with something. We'll be here. I can't say daily, bro. I can't promise that every day we will do a video or stream, but we here, man. We here. We'll be here.
How many subscribers are you on?
I don't know, probably 108 or 9 or something.
Yeah, get him to 500 and you get daily videos.
Wait, hold on. Oh, no, it was 110 actually. Shit. Appreciate that, whoever subscribed. But
I don't care if you have to get your auntie to subscribe, your grandma, get him to 500 and he'll be live every day.
No, wait, vibes. Hold on. Who is being live every day?
If you get to 500 subs, they will see a live stream from you every day. It doesn't have to be just you on here.
Wait, hold on. So 500 subs and I'll be here live every day.
Yeah, I'll give him. What's the time?
Oh, wait, who is agreeing to this though? Who is agreeing to these conditions though?
Listen, I'm getting you to 500 subs. I mean, or do you want 1K or?
I mean,
all right.
If I'm at 1K, I can't lie. If I'm at
November,
1K,
and he'll do the 1 chip challenge on stream.
Wait! How you volunteering me on these things though? What's going on here?
Listen, I'm getting you followers.
Yeah, but if I reach the 1K, whenever I reach the 1K, I'll start being like every day. But how you volunteering me at
No, I'm saying by November. Think about it. That's like, just look how many months that is.
You just volunteer every day.
If you don't hit it by November, you don't have to do the chip, innit? I think it's fair.
What about December though? What about December?
But that's longer than it gives them more time to hit 1K.
Yeah, more time. So for the
but
new
you
year,
have to do the
I'll
chip,
just be doing a video every day.
No, you can do the chip instead. I think the people would like to see that one.
The 1 chip challenge, at 1,000, yeah?
All right, how about this? If he gets 1,000 by November, I'll do the 1 chip challenge. I'll put the camera on everything. I'll do the challenge.
I agree to that.
You have to agree. Actually, you know what? We'll think of something, don't worry.
Don't worry, people. I'm trying to add new content because obviously it's off season time, so I'll have Q&As and all type of stuff. Bro. No, hell no, Rich. I know you would pop up with that now. 1,000. Ain't no 500 to get the one chip
Yeah,
challenge.
CM.
Big man.
Yeah,
Think
CM
this
that
way.
forgiveness stream. If that brother donates £500,000, then maybe. But yeah, no.
Man said stop trying to feed each other. Big man, that's a bit mad where you're going down that line there, fam. What you saying, Brush?
Yo, what's happening, fellas? I see
Just
everyone's having a
trying to
meltdown
get
about
this
the
guy
shirt
more
number
subs,
thing.
you know.
Yeah, I don't understand, fam. What's why is people losing their minds because of a shirt number, fam? It's not that deep.
I don't know. I understand it's a historic number and from a marketing point of view and all of that, but like, how long did they think they were going to leave the shirt unassigned for?
Bro, all they need to know is Michael Owen wear that number, fam. They need to allow it.
I mean,
Yeah, and also realistically, even with the targets that even with the targets we're linked with this summer, we're not linked with any out and out number sevens, you know. So I don't see the problem. This was always going to be the most likely case for
we
me.
got one in it. We got Garnizi started.
No, but Garnacho's not even a first team regular yet, vibes. I mean, I'm sure if he develops, then his time will come. But I've got no problem with Money Mace getting that number, you know.
See, this
you
is
call it
simple.
Money Mace now? Oh, no, now you're working.
Yeah,
But I don't know where Bad Time is going with this year, but this is a bit mad, fam. Ain't nobody
1K and really, I'll upload a vlog from Wembley on Realist channel.
You hear that, people? Vlogs on that.
I think I missed something. Who's feeding who? What?
Bro, Vibes basically told them, if I get to 1K, I'll do a video every day. And I was like, big man, how you just volunteering me to do these things every day? So then he turned it around and said he'll do a one chip challenge if we get to 1K by November.
No.
All right, hold on. I got one. Get 1K by January, and I'll do a vlog when I go Wembley next year. How about that?
Wait, hold on. Is this when you go to the Taylor Swift concert?
Yes.
You can piss all the way off, big man.
Actually, she's more like a million sub goal, but for Realist, I just put it down to 1K in it. And you see the Dow the chain, you know.
Anyway, people, it was nice talking to you all. This guy, I don't know, you know. He said, "Oh my God, he's a Swiftie."
It's called increasing your portfolio. You see,
by going to the Taylor Swift concert.
Oh no, I'm doing that because it's the reasonable thing to do. I'm trying to get you more subscribers. You.
Big up, Nick. Big up, Evening. Yeah, but what does Taylor Swift have to do with football, though, Vibes?
I can make it work. I mean, your channel's not just football, innit?
What does Taylor Swift have to do with anything, though?
Yes, followers. And you like her music. You're gonna cap on stream to your lovely audience. You're gonna lie on stream to them.
I'm not lying to them. I'm telling them the truth, though.
Shameless. I would if this was my audience, I would never lie to them. But what can you do, eh? It's a mad world out here, people.
So you volunteered me to do a one-chip challenge. You volunteered me to do videos daily, and now you're voluntarily telling people that I'm a Taylor Swift fan. That's what we're doing here.
¿Cómo estás? Bonjour, everyone. Thank you for watching.
I don't know.
Guten Tag.
I say halftime and pre-stream performances. You know, this is you man just going all out with this nonsense here. No,
CM knows. CM is a businessman. He knows.
You man.
As they say, money after making it.
People, we out. Yeah, we out. Be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and follow these man on socials. Brushy 18, what was it? 82, 86?
87.
Brushy 87 on Twitter. Vibes, the troublemaker on Twitter. Go follow him. Love you all, people.
Or just look for Taylor Swift and Vibes will pop up soon after.
We'll be back again probably.
I'm not Munzi, by the way. Just to let the audience know. I'm not Munzi.
We'll be back.
I don't need £3 like that.
We'll be back like Friday, yeah? Big up, people. We out.